All right, thank you, Kale. Well, a government watchdog is sifting through the documents, tracking the amount of U.S. dollars allocated to foreign aid in hopes of providing transparency for the American taxpayer. Joining us now to discuss his findings is the founder and CEO of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. Adam, welcome back to the National Desk.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your interest in our work.
Always. We always find it fascinating when you peel back some of the layers here. From 2013 to 2018, so in that 5-year span, you tracked U.S. government spending regarding foreign aid. And in a new report from Open the Books, your organization reveals U.S. gave more money in foreign aid than any country in the world. So where's the breakdown? Where did all this money go?
Well, the American taxpayer has been very generous with foreign aid. Over that 6-year period, our researchers found nearly $300 billion was doled out. In any given year, Scott, it's about $47 billion of U.S. foreign aid. So to put that in context, we compared U.S. foreign aid versus the amount of federal aid to state governments in the 50 states. Here's what we found. We found that U.S. foreign aid dwarfs 48 out of 50 state governments in the direct receipt of federal aid. Only the states of California and New York received more aid from Congress than what we give each year in foreign aid. So where did the money go? About 50% of the money, five out of every $10 goes to Africa and the Middle East. About 3 out of every $10 goes to Asia and to Europe. And that leaves 2 out of every $10 which is just general programming that goes to programs on a worldwide basis.
So, Adam, and again, we want to make sure people understand this was from 2013 to 2018, so a 5-year period. Since then, money may have shifted, times have changed. Where currently are we economically? Can the United States continue to spend this amount of money on foreign aid? Is that what you're still seeing? Where should the money go?
So the big public policy question is always whether we should reallocate this money to domestic problems. Our auditors at OpenTheBooks.com found $10.1 million last year went to remedial reading programs in Zambia and Monrovia. And obviously, Scott, we have remedial reading programs right here in, for instance, the city of Baltimore. Fox Baltimore found that a junior passed one class and was ranked in the top half of his city high school. Our researchers found that Columbia University, an Ivy League college, they received $5 million to help AIDS in the kingdom of Lesotho. Now, look, we've got healthcare problems right here in the United States of America. It's a target-rich environment of U.S. foreign aid waste. For example, we found $200,000 was spent on a virtual reality platform to teach Chinese children how to cross their busy streets. We found $2.1 million went for sex education for prostitutes in Ethiopia. And Scott, prostitution in Ethiopia is actually illegal.
All right. Well, according to the oversight report, at least $14.6 billion in COVID-19 funding has gone to 4 foreign-related spending accounts. It's important to note here that billions of those dollars haven't been spent. What is that money being allocated to, and why wouldn't it be used to counter the spread of the Delta variant?
Exactly. This is emergency funding to help combat COVID worldwide. So Congress has been very generous again with the U.S. taxpayer dollars, about $15 billion in emergency COVID aid. The problem is the federal bureaucracy. For example, the U.S. Agency for International Development, they're in charge of doling out about $10 billion of that COVID aid around the world. And yet they've only delivered about $1.2 billion of that quote unquote emergency aid. So while COVID takes its measure around the globe, Congress has allocated the money. It's just hard for this bureaucracy, this government to even get it out the door.
Always enlightening. Adam Andrzejewski, thanks so much for joining us here on the National Desk on this Tuesday morning. We appreciate it.